All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Quadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a response to a video that was uploaded by Zion Yashar Allah. Okay, the title of this video is called More Proof the Story of Jonah Happened. Now, the reason why I'm doing a response to this video is because a couple of years back, there were guys, I believe it was the Black conscious community, but I could be wrong, who was scoffing at the fact that Jonah got swallowed up by a fish. Now, in the Holy Scriptures, okay, sometimes you'll give me a moment here. Hold on. I need to do this.
American Edomite. All right? And like I said in the verse, in the NLT version, it says the world around us is under the control of the evil one. The evil one are the Edomites.
There we go. Okay.
Okay? That's who the world is in control of. And Job 9:24 is the verse we run to prove it. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof.
Excuse me. Sorry. But
Quote that verse without even reading it, going to the chapter in the book. You know what I mean? Because that's how much
sometimes, like, when you read the Holy Scriptures, right, you'll see, like, for an example, here, let's do this. Let's go to the Blue Letter Bible app and hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. Cause see, like, you see the word fish in there and you'll think that, you know, it was just some big ass, you know, gigantic fish. Nah, bruh. Okay. Just like how in the book of Exodus, okay, when the scripture said that the Lord had plagued Egypt with flies, you would think that it was just a whole bunch of horse flies, fruit flies, you know, and things of that nature, just roaming around, being a nuisance, annoying the Egyptians. But nah, when the Holy Scriptures talk about flies, right? Let's just type it in. Okay. Flies is talking about insects like flies are talking about insects like yellow jackets, mosquitoes, you know, bot flies. What else? What other, you know, wasps, you know, wasps. I can't name them all, but there's all kind of dangerous insects that could fly around, that can be poisonous, that can hurt when you get stung, that can get you sick, you know. So when it says flies, it's not talking about like horse flies, fruit flies, regular flies. Nah, man. Let me see. Exodus 8 verse 21. If thou wilt not let my people go, right? Behold, I will send swarm of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and into the houses of the Egyptians. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground wherein they are on. Okay, locusts. Okay, locusts could also be considered as could also been under this category of flies. So let's go into the interlinear and let's look up the word fly. Because like people see, Jonah got swallowed up by a big fish. You'll think that it's talking about a fish that was like, like 10 feet tall and 6 feet wide. And nah, man, the fish that could have swallowed up Jonas or Jonah could have been a whale. Let's see. Swarms of flies. Let's see. Swarms of flies. Let me see. Flies.
My 5-year-old can figure that out. It's like, yo, but you change the ordinances. You going on?
Okay, swarms of. Let's type this in. Okay. And this is the Hebrew for swarm, right? And it's Irab. It's Irab, right? And what do we see here? Swarm. But then when you go to definition A, right? What do we see right here? Probable meaning from mixture and incessant or involved motion. Which that's not really incessant. Let me see. In motion. Let me see. Swarm in motion.
He's destroying everything. The air, the food. What more do you need?
See now. Let me see.
It's his big companies. It's his open AI. It's all his thoughts, ideas.
Let's just type in flies and see what comes up.
Sucking up water. You know what I mean?
We see flies. Grievous swarm of flies. Interlinear. Let's see. Grievous swarm of flies. All right, let's look into something else then. Flies. Let me see. See. He spake, and there came diverse sorts of flies and lice in all their coasts. Okay, so this could be, let me see. This could be pertaining to the Egyptians. Let's go to Psalms 78. Yep, this got to be talking about the Egyptians. Let me see. The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 41. Yea, they turned back and tempted Yahweh and limited the Holy One of Israel. They remembered not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. Okay, how he had wrought his signs in Egypt and his wonders in the field of Zoan, and had turned their rivers into blood, because Moses did turn the rivers of Egypt into blood. Okay, and their floods that they could not drink. Verse 45. He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. You see that? Diverse sorts of flies. So this ain't talking about like flies and shit, like fruit flies and flies that they be flying around shit. Now, those flies could have been there too. But when it said diverse sorts of flies, right? Okay. diverse sorts of flies. This could that was talking about like wasps, yellow jackets, okay? Wasps, yellow jackets, mosquitoes, probably locusts, probably bot flies. And there's all kind of deadly insects that can fly that we are completely unaware of. Okay? So let's see. Diverse sorts of flies. Let's look this up. It's like Rob. Diverse sorts of flies. You see it right there in the translation. Okay. Okay, and we see right here. Let me see. A mosquito from its swarming diverse sorts of flies. A swarm. Because regular flies is not going to really cause harm to you, you know. Okay. Ooh, let's read this in Brown Driver Briggs lexicon. Rob, noun masculine, probably swarm mixture of incessant involving motion leg. A plague of stinging flies. What's an example of an insect that can fly and sting? A wasp, a yellow jacket. Okay. So hey, the Lord sent yellow jackets and he plagued ancient Egypt with yellow jackets, with wasps, mosquitoes. Some say that mosquitoes bite, but it could just be a sting. A swarm of stinging flies. Look at that. A plague of stinging flies. Okay? Coming in a swarm. Okay. So here, let's real quick. Let's come over here. Cause see, people see the word fish in the Bible, like like in the book of Genesis, when it says that they created all manner of fish in the sea, you'll read that and you'll think that it's only talking about fishes with fish and scales. Nah, man. That word fish there is actually talking about all manner of sea creatures, man. Octopuses, whales, sharks, hammerhead sharks, jellyfishes. You got the swordfish, the electric eel, the stingray. You got guppies. You got starfish. You got killer whales. You got dolphins. So you see that word fish there in the book of Jonah, and people would think it's talking about a big ass fish that had fish and scale, that had fins and scales. Like, come on, man, get serious. Let's type in. Let's go to hold on. Let me see. You know what? Better yet, let's go to Bing.com. It said Jonah was swallowed up by a big fish. Now that big fish could have been a whale, bro. Okay. Jonah could have been in the belly of a whale. Because whales don't necessarily kill and eat people. But in Jonah's case, that whale was commanded by the Lord to swallow up Jonah. Because Jonah was trying to escape from prophesying against Nineveh. Let's just let me see. Yellow jacket. Yellow. Because yellow jackets, well, the yellow jackets we see today are like the size of a thumb. But you got to remember, back in the ancient world, everything was much bigger. So yellow jackets could have been twice the size of our thumb. Could have been twice the size in length and body wise. So think about that. Yellow jackets. Type in images. Okay. So here's some examples of yellow jackets.
This gotta stop, yo. This gotta stop, man. Period. It has to stop. It's done. It's like yep, and that's exactly it will stop. If you see the people, you see the good.
Okay. Look how big this yellow jacket looks. This is a yellow jacket right here. This should give you a good example of what the Lord was bringing. This should give you a good example of what the Lord was plaguing ancient Egypt with.
The people are showing you it's done. Man, I listen to so many videos, man. You know, me and these brothers, all of us brothers.
You see? That's a yellow jacket. And you better best believe their stingers were much bigger back then too.
I hear so many videos of people yelling, why the hell are we going to work? Why are we paying taxes? It's time.
Okay.
Those are the beginning videos.
So that's a yellow jacket, you know?
The foreshadowing means like when you watch
you know, that's a small yellow jacket, man. Yellow jackets can come up to the size of people's thumbs. Now, trust me, I've seen it.
It's finna do exactly what the Heavenly Father wrote in the scriptures. It's finna go into straight judgment mode. That's all it's gonna happen.
Okay. So the Lord plagued ancient Egypt with yellow jackets. Okay, and a matter of fact, let me see. Let's type in, I wonder if it's on here. Let's see, Jumanji.
In the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward.
Mosquito scene. Let's see if they showed the scene where they was in the car and the mosquito was stinging the window. Yeah, look how bad. Look how big this motherfucker is. Yeah, let me see. You see how big that mosquito is? This is what the Lord brought upon ancient Egypt. You see how big that fucking mosquito is? Yeah, mosquitoes were really that big in ancient. Hey, when the Lord, when it tells you the Lord brought flies upon ancient Egypt, now you have a good idea of what the Bible's talking about, man. The Lord wasn't plaguing ancient Egyptians with horse flies and fruit flies. Nah, man. The Lord was bringing mosquitoes like this and shit. Look at this. Look how big this mosquito is. This is what the Lord was bringing upon ancient Egypt. Okay, mosquitoes. Okay, mosquito Jumanji. Look how big that mosquito is.
Not the United Emirates, not Ryder. None of them super pain.
You know, you got flying ants that can bite. But look how big that mosquito is, man. Okay? So this is what the Lord was bringing upon ancient Egypt. Now, you also got to beware, because in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, the Lord said that he was going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. Okay? So, you know,
there's a verse in the Apocrypha that says, the one that you never have thought of have worn the crown.
Mosquito Jumanji. Look how big that mosquito is, man. There's really going to be mosquitoes like this roaming the streets in the last days.
It's going to be us.
But you got women talking about they're big, strong, and independent. All right, wait until something like this is chasing your ass back to your crib. You're going to think twice about getting a man. And you better just pray and hope that you get accepted, because if not, you through. You're going to get devoured by mosquitoes that big and shit. Getting poked all over your body and shit. All that booty meat you got on you from them BBLs you got, they're going to poke holes in that shit, and all that stuffing and shit in there is going to come blasting out.
As of right now, bro, we can't just go snatch anything or go grab anything.
But that's what it meant by the Lord plagued ancient Egypt with flies. So, like, now you'll go to the book of Jonah, right? Let's just go there real quick. And you'll see the word fish, and you'll think it was a large guppy that swallowed up a human. Come on, man. So, yeah, let's go to the book of Jonah. with diverse flies. And if you notice, it said stinging flies. Okay, and I gave you some examples of stinging flies: wasps, yellow jackets, flying ants, mosquitoes. Okay, so again, a lot of guys, they'll see Jonah in there, right? And they'll see the word fish in Jonah, and let's see, right? So it says, then Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his God out of the fish's belly, and said, I cry by reason of mine affliction. Because think about it, he's inside the belly of a whale, man. He don't know if he's coming or going. He don't know if he's gonna survive. He don't know if he's gonna die. But he's in the belly of a fish. He's in the belly of a whale. Air is really dense in there.
You could be judged, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see him pouring tons of chemicals into the ocean. Like,
So it say, and Jonah prayed unto the Lord out of the here. Let's go to verse 1. Let's see. Let's go towards the end. So now the Lord, Jonah chapter 1 verse 17. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. So this great fish could have been a whale. Like, you do know that there's creatures in the sea known as a great white whale, right? What is a great white whale? Well, I mean, you got whales the size of ships swimming in the ocean. So the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Oh, man. Okay. So let's go to verse 2, right? We're going to look up this word fish. You got niggas who will read that and, oh, yeah, it's hard to believe he got swallowed up by a large guppy. You simple Negro. See, that word there is daga, which is where you get Dagon from, right? But this word here is daga. It's daga. And we see fish here. Let me see.
That's what that means. The earth is going to be burned, meaning it's going to be, the Lord going to do what he had to do.
But they actually put the correct Hebrew word there. Daga.
It's like in division, you know? Let's go out there, preset.
A dog. Nah, go back. But I do want to go into is there a root word to it? Let me see. Daga. Okay, so there is a root word for it. Okay, and you see the word fish there in Genesis 1 verse 26, right? Like there wasn't just large guppies and fishes with fins and scales swimming in the ocean, man. Nah, there was sharks. Okay, sharks were created in the waters. Whales were created. Jellyfishes and all manner of sea life. Yeah, let's view the entire entry here. Let's see.
Why you can't keep your woman is because of this dude. That's why you can't keep her. This dude give her privileges that the Heavenly Father did not give this woman. And she, being a woman, like I said in the beginning,
Let me see.
when Eve,
strike out. Let me see. Daga. So let's go to the Hebrew word dog. Let's see what we get here. So dog, and again it is fish. Let me see.
Our women are using a self-proclaimed white man to come against us. That's what exactly what's happening, man.
Because otherwise, why else is there sharks and all manner of great sea creatures in the oceans? Just some stuff to consider.
Oh no, that was it right there. Actually, the Timothy. Yep, got you. Second Timothy 5. Second Timothy 3:1 and reads.
View entire entry. Let me see.
That in the last days, perilous times shall come.
Hey, perilous means dangerous. So when you read that verse, you can put dangerous there in your mind. Dangerous times shall come. You going on?
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Yep. And upon all the fishes of the sea. And the fishes of the sea is it's talking about sharks. Okay, whales, jellyfishes.
Social media, okay? Instagram, all this stuff where people literally put their whole life on there.
Okay, dolphins. I mean, I can't name them all. Octopuses, squids, stingrays, swordfish, catfish, electric eels. Okay, so when you see that word fish there, it's not just talking about small fishes with fins and scales that you can eat, man. Okay, it's talking about that word fish there. It's talking about all manner of sea creatures, even sea monsters. So more than likely, Jonah could have been swallowed up by a whale. Which further proves the validity of the Holy Scriptures. So it's not hard to imagine that Jonah was swallowed up by a whale, which would technically be considered a giant fish. You see? So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Is on to the next one.